This is easily the worst appliance you can buy. The problem is it masks itself as practical, especially in high-end kitchens. In this video, I'm going to tell you what it is, more importantly, how to avoid the trap you and possibly your designer can fall into thinking it's a good idea. Let's get started. No downdraft should be on your list for a simple reason. They don't work. They have no capture area, and when you cook, you create heat, smoke, grease, and steam. Plus, with gas, you also create potentially harmful compounds like nitrogen oxide, carbon dioxide, carbon monoxide, and formaldehyde. Downdrafts try to pull all of that through a small opening, then through a long duct run, usually with at least one elbow. And that kills airflow and effective venting. So even when they're vented outside, they're compromised. That's bad enough. Now let's make this bad idea worse. Let's combine a downdraft with recirculation. Now you're not venting anything outside. You're pulling heat, smoke, grease, air, and contaminants down, running through a charcoal filter, and blowing that back into the kitchen. And where does that usually come out? At your feet. So instead of removing even some of the problem, you're distributing it faster along with more heat. And you're also spending $2,000 to $3,000 at least to circulate unhealthy air back into the space. You buy a perfectly good hood for less than that. So this makes absolutely no sense. To be fair, there is one scenario where I understand a downdraft. If replacing an existing downdraft and don't want to remodel, I get that. But combining downdraft and recirculation, that's the worst of both worlds. And you can buy it from multiple manufacturers. But here's the real solution. Vent properly. Almost all the time, this mistake happens on islands. People don't want to see a hood, but they're good-looking island hoods that work. However, an even better solution is to put the sink on the island and the cooking surface on the back wall. Now you can vent straight up or straight out. Short duct run with no elbows for far better performance. But even if you can't truly vent to the outside, like in Boston or Back Bay or historic homes, at least do this. Put the range on the wall, use a high-quality recirculating hood with better filtration, which discharge the air higher, not directly back to where you're breathing. I still don't like recirculating hoods, but it's a far better option than blowing it back to your ankles at a higher price. So that's it. Worst appliance you can buy is a recirculating downdraft. It fights physics, costs more money than a proper vent, and it effectively makes your kitchen worse. And this is one of those things I usually recommend people to go to a showroom, because 1 hour with somebody that knows venting will save you 20 hours of looking online. If you're anywhere near Boston, you can see this in any of our 6 stores, because venting is one of those appliances you need to see your options. And if you're looking for renovation mistakes to not make, grab a snack and watch this webinar.